is the position of the third ventricle. Okay, interthalamic space, or between two diencephalon, you can say also. Now, this third ventricle communicates with this lateral ventricle through this foramen, the interventricular foramen of Monro, and with the fourth ventricle by aqueduct of Sylvius. Now, third ventricle has got a roof. So, this portion is the roof formed by the upper surface of the thalamus, covered by ependyma, and above it we get the body of the fornix, and in between these two we get the tela choroidea with the choroid plexus. Tela choroidea is a bilaminar fold of pyometer which goes like this. So this part is the apex, the anterior end, which goes up to the floor of interventricular foramen, and then it proceeds like this, and just below the splenium, the base, the two layers diverge. One goes above the corpus callosum, another goes below to cover this steptum, then it covers the superior surface of the vermis, then it covers the inferior surface of the vermis, then it goes into the fourth ventricle, fourth ventricle এর মধ্যে enter করলো, then it goes like this. So one layer is entering into the fourth ventricle and which will be reflected back as another layer covering the dorsal surface of the medulla. ঠিক আছে, এটা পরে কাজে লাগবে যখন fourth ventricle বলবো। ঠিক আছে, so this is pyometer, lower layer. Upper layer will goes like this. Okay, so pyometer is adherent to the neural substance. You cannot separate it. But arachnoid does not follow the pyometer to lines the different part of the neural tissue. So it will skip from one promontory to the another promontory like this. Okay. It will not follow pyometer to lines the fourth ventricle, to lines the tectum. So it will go from splenium to here, to here, to here, superior vermis to inferior vermis, then inferior vermis to medulla, like this. So there will be a wide space between the pyometer and the arachnoid matter, skipping from promontory to promontory, and that are known as the subarachnoid cistern. One of the important cistern you will get here, between the dorsal surface of the medulla and the inferior vermis of cerebellum. So this is known as cisterna magna or cisterna cerebellomedullaris. Okay, because the pyometer is entering deep into the fourth ventricle, but arachnoid skips from here to here, from inferior vermis to medulla. So that's why the space will be created. So this is known as cisterna magna. Okay, another cistern you will get in front of pons, in front of ventral surface of the pons. So this is known as cisterna pontis. Another you will get along the floor of the interpeduncular fossa here, cisterna interpeduncularis. So there are so many cisterns are there. Okay, so the most important is this cisterna magna, because this will be the foramen of Magendai. এই এরিয়ায় থাকে, এখানে foramen of Magendai থাকে, আর এইদিকে থাকে foramen of Lusca. So these are the lateral foramina, foramen of Lusca, and the median foramina is the aperture is the foramen of Magendai. So through this foramina, the CSF will enter into the subarachnoid space, and from there it will be absorbed into the superior sagittal sinus by arachnoid granulations. Okay, and it will be synthesized or secreted from the choroid plexus and absorbed ultimately into the superior sagittal sinus through arachnoid granulations. তাহলে এই হলো পায়োমেটার। এটা দেখাতে পারবি নিশ্চয়ই, যদি জিজ্ঞেস করে, এটা অনেক সময় জিজ্ঞেস করে পায়োমেটার কীভাবে যাচ্ছে, অ্যারাকানয়েড কীভাবে যাচ্ছে। ওকে, সো দিস পার্ট ইজ দ্য রুফ। নেক্সট কাম টু দ্য ফ্লোর। ফ্লোর ইজ দিস পোর্শন, দিস ইজ দ্য interpeduncular fossa. Okay, so this part is the floor of the third ventricle. This is optic chiasma, and we get the mammillary body. This is the mammillary body. Okay, and this is the posterior perforated substance, and this part is the tegmentum of the midbrain. So it has got a prolongation here at the subthalamic region. So this is known as subthalamic prolongation of the midbrain tegmentum. Why it is tegmentum? Because this is aqueduct of the Sylvius. So ventral to this aqueduct, this part is known as tegmentum, and posterior to this aqueduct, this is tectum. So superior colliculus, inferior colliculus. ওখানে draw করা আছে. Okay, so this part is the floor. Anterior wall, so from before backwards, first we get this lamina terminalis connecting this rostrum with optic chiasma. So this is lamina terminalis. Then we get the anterior column of fornix here. This is the anterior column of fornix forming the anterior boundary of foramen of Monro. So this wall is the anterior wall. So anterior wall is rostral to foramen of Monro. Posterior wall is formed by the epithalamus. So this is the pineal body here. Stalk gulo nei chire geche. So this is the pineal body. Along with we get the pineal stalk. Then we get the lateral wall. Lateral wall is formed by the medial surface of thalamus as well as the hypothalamus, separated by this sulcus. So this sulcus is known as hypothalamic sulcus. Okay. Now dorsal to this hypothalamic sulcus, this is the part of thalamus, medial surface of thalamus, connected with the medial surface of opposite thalamus by these interthalamic adhesions. So this one is interthalamic adhesion. Okay, এটা দেখাতে বলে, or interthalamic connexus. And the upper part of the medial surface of the thalamus, we get a thin sheet of white matter, as you can see here, stria medullaris thalami, terminating into this habenular nucleus. This is habenular nucleus. Okay, and this habenular nucleus will be connected with this interpeduncular nucleus by fasciculus retroflexus. কালকে বললাম না এই ট্র্যাকটা. Okay, so this will be connected like this, and from here it will go to the tegmentum. কানেকশনটা বললাম না কালকে. ওকে, যাই হোক পড়ে নিন. তাহলে এই হচ্ছে হ্যাবেনুলার নিউক্লিয়াস, ক্লিয়ার? তাহলে এই হচ্ছে ল্যাটারাল নিউক্লিয়াস, থার্ড ভেন্ট্রিকুলার.